Welcome to the Trading Lounge. I'd love to share with you a trade I made today on my journey to 100K, where I try to take $1,000 to $100,000 as fast as I possibly can as a fairly new day trader. We are green today, and I would love to share that trade with you now. Today's trade, the stock was GRI. Now, in this Discord that I'm in, I said green GRI. Discord is daytradingstrategies.net. It's been a really awesome community. It's not free, and I didn't join it for the actual. I actually joined it originally for a Thinkorswim scripts when I was first learning how to trade, and it's turned into it. It's been a great community just to be a part of. So anyway, daytradingstrategies.net, and then Trader Joe here says, "What was your criteria for jumping in? Because I don't like that chart at all." And he's right. When you go look at this chart, you're like, what were you thinking? Well, let's go over it real quick and how this happened. I mean, if you just look at this chart, you can see we've got green here, and then it just takes this big old dump right here. So the stock first came up on this scanner that I've been using from warriortrading.com. There wasn't a whole lot to trade this morning. There was a few stocks I wrote down, EVTV, EVGN, to try to make maybe 10-cent little base hits, and I was going to wait maybe till the market open, and then this stock hit my scanner right here on this running up right here at about 8:40. It had breaking news. It didn't have very high volume at the time, but that's not that big of a deal. It was low float. And I thought, well, let's click into the chart and see what we get. By the way, this scanner also not free, but you can sign up for a 2-week trial, and it's been a wonderful scanner for the way that I like to trade. But anyway, I clicked on GRI right here, and then I look down here. I see it's a U.S. stock. Not that that really matters, but I do like to trade U.S. stocks. And then I think the news was nothing. It was right here. So GRI Bio reiterates full year financial results, strengthening the balance sheet, and summarizes key recent highlights. That's not like phenomenal news, right? It's news, but it's nothing great. So I pull up the stock right here, and I think I'll switch over to. Well, the first thing I look at is here, and I see it is a recent reverse split. So on one, it shows 130. I don't know how accurate this date is, but it does show recent reverse split. That's the first thing that catches my eye. It's a lower price stock. It's a recent reverse split. Has some breaking news. It's low float, meaning this shows it as being under 500,000 float. It's hard to borrow right here, though. So that's kind of something that was on my mind as well. And it was starting to get a little bit of volume, as you can see through these kind of volume candles down here. I think, if you look on this side right here, you can see that 70,000, 140,000, 280,000. So the volume started to creep up. So all these things kind of have me interested in the stock. And to make this a little easier at this point, I'll switch over to this other chart. And so one thing I noticed is that, hey, I thought I turned that off. But, it is what it is. We'll just do my best. Actually, let me just turn that off real quick. Hold on. I think it's under here and then settings. And then, I just delete this. I keep trying to save this, and it's just not working. There we go. So he's right. The charts don't look great, but I can't predict what the chart is going to look like. I can only kind of bring in all the information and decide if I'm going to get in on a trade. And one of the things that I don't really know if it's my edge. I just really like to use 1-minute candle pullbacks and get 10 cents and get out. So here, one of the issues with this one is it had this big old topping tail. So I get the alert, the stock climbs up here, and then just immediately comes back down into this level. And I thought, well, okay, I see some volume climbing here. And then we get this candle of indecision, basically. Well, I kind of like that. I don't mind topping tails and bottom tails on an indecision candle. And I'm like, well, what's this next candle going to do? And so it goes red. And I say, all right, we've got a setup that I actually like here. So we've got the breakout right here on this 1 minute. We've got a candle of indecision, a red candle, and the volume profile fits. The MACD is open. Obviously, it's going to be open in this situation when it's running up. And it's going to be over all these other little metrics that I have. But we've got this green candle, and then we have this red, volume candle that's less than the candle before it. I'm like, okay, here we go. This could be our shot. So I mark off this blue line. It's at $2.90. So if this green candle, if this next candle ends up opening and at some point crosses over this 297 line within a reasonable time frame, give me enough time to be able to get out before the minute candle is up, and the volume is high, I'm going to get in. And it worked. So it opened up, did its thing, and as soon as I saw that it went above 97, I punched it. It's showing 303 here. That's actually not what I got filled at. The fill is up here, and I got filled at $3.02. I think it's rounding on the down here. And then as soon as it hit 312, I got out for my 10-cent profit. Because what I'm trying to do here long term is when I'm able to trade multiple times a day, I'm looking for these 10-cent base hits. So I'm looking for these setups and learning how to get in and out of them quickly so that I can do it multiple times a day. So for me, this is a really big win for me because it matched most, if not all, of my criteria. We waited for the red candle. The green candle goes up. We get in. We get out. We're done, right? And maybe it could have ran up a little further. I don't really know, but it didn't, obviously. And then I got out here, and then this candle opens at, and then it actually climbed up to another 10 cents. But I mean, I don't know, man. I like getting out at the end of a 1 minute candle, and like this thing, it wasn't like ripping hard, so I just didn't really feel like I could stay in there, and I'm glad I didn't. I mean, I certainly would have been trapped in this mess, and it would have been a nightmare. So that is why, Trader Joe, that is why the chart is ugly, but that's why I went in and I got out really before the chart turned really ugly. But this jackknife right here would certainly make people not want to get out on this trade. But it fit the criteria and it worked. Another thing I saw on the 10-second chart here was it's tough because of the way this thing went up and came right back down. But there is a little bit of consolidating kind of bull flag right here. Right in this zone. It's really now that I draw it, I don't really see it the same way that I saw it, but I kind of see kind of this pull, and then I see this kind of flag right here, and I was seeing that on the 10-second chart too. So it kind of all hit me, and we were able to get out for a $92 profit right here on the challenge account, which is wonderful. I did not update the chart again, so we are going to do it right here. And you guys will just kind of see how that works. So 92.84, we'll minimize that. And we'll open this up here. We'll start the server, 92.84. Let's remember that. We'll have to see if that showed anything. I don't think it did. 92.84. We'll say no for the balance. 92.84. Enter. Done. Save it to the journal. Continue. Beautiful. We'll switch over to the data. And this is looking pretty good. We started out with $1,000. We added some money in there, and we've got a profit so far since we started the challenge of $1,517. Another win today. We've participated in 27 trade days. We've had 30 winning trades for a win rate of over 90%. Very happy with that, with how that's going, and we missed a big opportunity yesterday, but got a 10-cent base hit today, and we'll try to get a 10-cent base hit tomorrow, and maybe we'll get a little bit more money in there. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging around. Your support I really appreciate your support on the channel. It's been cool to kind of share this journey with other people, and it's really helping me process my thoughts. And I have some other accounts that aren't winning as often as this one, as I'm kind of learning. And so this one, I'm really sticking to my guardrails and trying to focus on just the specific strategy that I have in mind for this account. And so far, so good. We'll see you tomorrow.